He ain't up for discussion. You need to get him to the hospital.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Welcome to Cine Digest Movie Recap. We bring you the world's greatest films, the plot, the standout moments, and everything you need to know in minutes with a touch of excitement. Subscribe now and hit the bell. And don't forget to like the video. Enjoy the show. Today, let's take a look at Tom Hardy's new movie, Poisonous Festival. In the movie, Hardy plays a righteous police officer. The fight scene is full of violence and the singing gunfight. The blood is boiling. The story begins with a robbery case. Several robbers robbed a truck. In the city, it's a crazy rush. The police car is constantly approaching behind them. They can't get rid of the police's pursuit. Two robbers open the back door. A washing machine is lifted up. The police car behind it is thrown over. The police car, which was in a hurry, was immediately hit by the roadside and stopped. Several robbers were able to escape. They didn't know it was because of them. The whole city is about to have a bloodbath. The police who were hit were in danger, and the washing machine was full of drugs. The screen turns. Several robbers with stolen goods come to the local gang organization, Sanihui, for a transaction. The gang leader who met them was the gang leader. Under the leadership of the gang leader, Charlie and Mia met the boss of Sanihui. At this time, the accomplices who were waiting outside found a strange van coming here. All the people in the car were wearing black masks. The gang leader also found them, but he didn't make a statement. I also received a message reminding him to leave. Obviously, the gang leader and these masked people have an indescribable secret. Mia saw the gang leader leaving here anxiously. She felt a little weird. She just got a call from her accomplice. Let them get out of here quickly. It's a pity that it's too late. At this time, the gang leader and his partner who were patrolling after receiving the call from the police, they rushed over, waiting for the birds to come to the crime scene. It's a mess here. There are only corpses left on the ground. The boss of Sanihui was shot in the head, fell into the bloodbath. The partner brought the surveillance footage of the scene. In the picture, it was Charlie and Mia. Obviously, the gang leader knew Charlie, but in the face of inquiries from his partner, the gang leader did not admit it. After explaining to his partner, the gang leader left here, turned around and found the mayor, Lao Hei. It turns out that the gang leader and Lao Hei. There is also an unlawful transaction. Lao Hei was accused by the prosecutor before. It was the gang leader who helped him behind the scenes, locked up the prosecutor. This is to prevent Lao Hei from being imprisoned. Charlie in the video is Lao Hei's son. Learned that his son was involved in a gang war. Lao Hei was unconvinced. Lao Hei asked the prosecutor to find his son as soon as possible. Can't let this affect his election. Otherwise, it will destroy the friends of the prosecutor and him. In order to completely get rid of Lao Hei's entanglement, the prosecutor thought about it and agreed to come down. Then, the prosecutor came to a gang gathering. Found a little brother who survived at the time. Through inquiries, I learned what happened. Then the prosecutor came to the hospital to visit the injured colleague. Also met the refugee police of the washing machine hit. Also met the 3 police officers left here. But the persecutor didn't want to talk too much. He used the identity of a policeman before and robbed a gang of goods. The persecutor stabbed an undercover policeman by mistake. This incident has been letting the persecutor hesitate. This incident has been making the persecutioners live a luckless life. Sun and Pei learned the far Elbrus. On the other side were San and Hui's parents, after learning about the death of their son. These families drove over not far and not far. He hurried over and gave the second-in-command a low-pitched whip as soon as he got here. He didn't know that the culprit was standing in front of him. Soon, the killer of the gang found the old man. After controlling the old man's car, the gunman killed the bodyguard. Then he kidnapped the old man in public. At the same time, Charlie and Mia, who were being chased by the two black and white, found his uncle. He hoped that his uncle would help them get the documents and leave here. The killer also found this place very quickly. When he saw the killer looking for him, his uncle didn't have time to hide Mia's passport. He was found by the killer. With a slight force, the killer used his uncle's cell phone to ask Mia to meet him at night. What surprised Mia was that one of the gang members took the initiative because he was afraid of the revenge of the gang. In order to protect himself, he betrayed Mia and Charlie. Soon, the killer came to the club and found Mia. When he saw the killer, Mia immediately got up and ran away. The killer told Mia that he didn't come to catch him. He just wanted to know where Charlie was. However, no matter how the killer threatened or tempted with money, Mia refused to tell Charlie. He said he wanted to leave here. But when he saw the three of them, he also came here. Obviously, the gang leader told them about Mia. Mia told the killer that the three of them were on the third meeting that night. He shot one of them with a mask. When he saw the three of them coming, the killer told Mia to stay behind him. When he found out that the killer knew it was them, the three of them didn't panic. Because the killer also had something on them. The killer also wanted to persuade the killer to hand over Mia. At this time, the killer found that the gang members had also come here. When the killer saw the three of them, he walked up and shone a police badge. He tried to scare them with the identity of a police officer. Unexpectedly, the gang members stabbed him. He was not afraid at all. The three of them immediately fell into a mess. The scene was a mess. The police wanted to silence them. The gang members wanted to find Charlie through Mia. Now, let's enjoy the exciting fighting scene. At a critical moment, Charlie and Mia's uncle also came over. When he saw Charlie, the killer immediately wanted to take him away. Obviously, the biggest problem now is the threat from the gang and the police. The three of them wanted to leave through the back door, but they found gang members everywhere. The three of them were forced back into the hall. In order to protect Mia's uncle, he used his own body to block the gang behind him. He kicked the side door aside. The three of them ran out in shock. There were a lot of gang members outside. The three of them didn't dare to delay. They started the car and wanted to get out of here. On the front, there was a woman killer with a neck brace. She was crazy about shooting with a rifle. On the side, there were two people named Winson. They were covered in gunpowder. The three of them almost escaped from here. After they came out, the gang members immediately called their partners. Then, the gang members let their partners hurry to the hospital to protect the injured police. No matter if he was involved, he must have known something. At the same time, the gang members also came to the hospital. When the partners arrived at the hospital, they happened to see this scene from the surveillance camera. They shot the guard without hesitation. Then it was the police lying on the bed. This scene happened to be seen by the wife who came back. When the partners arrived here, the gang members instantly held the woman. Then he pushed the woman to his partner. Then he opened the tree wall. The woman died instantly. The gang members turned around and ran into the stairs. The angry partner immediately chased up. The two of them were crazy about shooting each other in the stairs. After successfully subduing the gang members, the partner used a double-edged sword to contact Wen Sen. He pretended to have a buyer who needed their goods. He tricked Wen Sen and the two of them out. Because he couldn't contact the police, he came to the policeman's ex-wife's house and kept the policeman's whereabouts. On the other side, the policeman brought the two of them to a small house by the lake. After the two of them settled down, the policeman called the black man. Let the black man take Charlie away as soon as possible. It was the gang sister who answered the phone at this time. Soon, the gang members found a few people. They fired at the few people. The dense bullets were like raindrops shooting at the few people. The enemies kept attacking from all sides. Even the floor was full of enemies. Faced with so many enemies, it was difficult for the gang members to fight back, not to mention the powerful female killer. After kicking the gang members away, the killer slowly picked up the knife on the ground and opened the obstacles on the ground. The gang members thought they had won. Unexpectedly, what awaited them was a cold fish gun. After killing the killer, the gang members were also exhausted. Seeing the two of them being kidnapped, they were really helpless and fainted. At this time, the gang sister came with the black man. The sister told the black man that if she wanted to save her son, she had to kill Charlie's girlfriend Mia first. Seeing this situation, Charlie immediately said, "If you want to kill Mia, you have to kill yourself first." At the same time, the gang members rushed over with the goods, the second in command, and 2 black police officers. The sister just reacted. Everything was done by the second in command behind her back. Just because she didn't pass the boss's position to him at the beginning, she hated him. Subsequently, the scene was in a mess. In order to protect her son, the black man also died in Charlie's arms. At this moment, there was no bullet in the gun of the gang. Charlie was about to die on the spot. Charlie attacked from behind at the time of his death. The anger in the mind of the mad disposer was the black police officer who killed his father. The gang members found that Charlie wanted to run away with the goods. He picked up the gun and chased him up. When he saw that Charlie wanted to jump on the train, he shot him down. Charlie tried to threaten the gang members with what had happened before. The movie ends here. The gang members decided to turn themselves in, not to escape the mistakes they made in the past. See you next time.